What if everything you've been taught about being good is actually destroying your life? Society sold you a dangerous lie, that kindness equals safety, that generosity builds loyalty, that being nice protects you. But here's the shocking truth. Your goodness is making you weak, exploitable, and forgettable. Today, you'll discover how to transform goodness from your greatest vulnerability into your most powerful weapon. The brutal reality of blind goodness. Niccolo Machiavelli watched kind rulers fall and generous people get betrayed by those they helped. He discovered what most never learn. Goodness without strategy is a trap that destroys everything you've built. Goodness as exposure. Think about the kindest person you know. Are they truly respected, or just the person everyone calls when they need something? When you're consistently kind, you become predictable. People know you won't fight back, won't say no, won't set boundaries. You become the office doormat, the friend who always pays, the person who can be pushed around. As Machiavelli said, the lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. You've been surviving as a sheep in a world of wolves. That's why you keep getting hurt. The generosity trap. Here's what will blow your mind. The more you give, the less people appreciate it. Your generosity creates short-term applause, but breeds long-term dependency, entitlement, and resentment. Help someone once, they're grateful. Help them twice, they're thankful. Help them 10 times. They expect it. Your exceptional kindness becomes their normal. When you finally say no, they don't remember the 9 times you said yes. You become the villain. This is hedonic adaptation. Humans get used to good things quickly. Your repeated kindness becomes invisible, but your single no stands out like a red flag. At work, always staying late becomes expected. Leave on time once, and you're not committed. In relationships, always compromising becomes normal. Stand your ground once, and you're difficult. Machiavelli understood. Benefits ought to be conferred gradually, and in that way they will taste better. Scarcity creates value. Abundance destroys it. The strategy of power. The mask of virtue society judges appearances, not reality. People don't care if you're actually good. They care if you look good. Successful people don't get there by being genuinely nice to everyone. They're strategic about when, how, and to whom they show goodness. This isn't about being fake, it's about timing. A doctor cutting you open to save your life isn't cruel. They're doing what's needed despite temporary pain. Real leaders understand that sometimes being truly good means looking temporarily bad. As Machiavelli noted, everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Perception shapes reality. The economics of power. Every favor, every yes when you want to say no, every moment helping others instead of building yourself has a cost. Your time, energy, and resources are finite. When you exhaust yourself helping others, you become someone who needs help. Like airplane safety instructions, put your oxygen mask on first. If you pass out helping someone else, now 2 people need rescuing. Saying yes to everyone means saying no to yourself. The most generous people in history weren't the ones who said yes to everything. They were the ones who said no to most things so they could say yes powerfully to the right things. Strategic virtue. Use your virtues like weapons, precisely at the right time for maximum effect. Instead of helping everyone a little, help the right people a lot. Before saying yes, ask 3 questions. Does this align with my values and goals? Can I do this without depleting myself? Will this person appreciate and respect what I'm doing? If any answer is no, say no kindly but firmly. When you say yes, do it fully. This makes your help valuable, creates bigger impacts, and earns respect. The path to legacy results over intentions. The world judges outcomes, not motives. History doesn't remember people who meant well. It remembers people who got things done. Real goodness requires prioritizing outcomes over appearances. Nice people avoid conflict, good people resolve it. Nice people tell people what they want to hear, good people tell them what they need to hear. Nice people maintain the status quo, good people create positive change. Your good intentions don't matter if they don't create good results. People live with the consequences of your actions, not inside your heart. Legacy and survival history doesn't honor the merely good. It honors those who survived and turned their outcomes into greatness. You can't leave a positive mark if you don't survive long enough to make one. Survival requires being smart, strategic, and sometimes tough. You have to survive first, then thrive, then create the legacy you want. This means protecting yourself so you can protect others, building yourself up so you can lift others up. As Machiavelli said, it is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Respect matters more than affection. Impact matters more than popularity. You don't have to choose between being good and being strong. You can be both. But strength gives you the power to be good when it counts. Your choice goodness without strategy makes you vulnerable to exploitation, drains your resources, and prevents real impact. But goodness with strategy becomes a weapon of survival and influence, a foundation for a life and legacy that matters. The question that determines your future: will you let goodness weaken you, or will you master it and turn it into power? Your goodness is not your weakness. When used strategically, it becomes your greatest strength. In a world full of wolves, don't be a sheep. Be a shepherd who protects through wisdom, strategy, and strength.